What's up, good people? It's the Truth Is Podcast, and today's topic is minding your business. All right, and that can go for anything: people, relationships, their kids, whatever that situation is. Minding your business. Is it okay if you give your friend, family member advice about their relationship or how they raise their kids? So we just want to have a little fun. We're going to set this one off tonight with Podcast Pop.
Oh, ready. Mine. I don't mind people giving me advice, but it seems that the people that usually give advice in my business are people that are worse off than me. What's what it give? People that give advice about marriage advice, children advice, seem to have children and
They ain't got no
marriages
children.
worse than
They
mine.
ain't never been married, right? I know.
Never been married, don't have a children, just got pregnant. And they could tell me what I should do with almost adult children. And what to do with 30 years of marriage. And
Wow.
they got, don't you know this? Like,
They ain't married.
say again?
They ain't married.
No, they ain't married. I'm just gonna go on a little rant. And I hope I don't offend anybody that listens to Truth Is Podcast. But it just bothers me a little bit when people get married and they married for 6 months and now they doing like little seminars
Yeah.
on
Marriage.
Facebook Live
Yeah.
and teaching the steps of the
Yeah.
5 love languages
Yeah.
and next week
Divorce.
save the single. What happened? This is I'm just saying. Mind your business from a distance as well.
Yo,
What?
yo, Pop, really. You on one today? Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I said I was gonna go on a little rant.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I love everybody.
Go ahead.
But
We love
sometime,
everybody.
You know, the people that don't mind their business, they sometimes are a little bit too much. A little too much. So more than that, Sonia, how would you tell somebody to mind their business?
Mind your business.
But what's also amazing is that, you have people that want to seek advice from married couples that have issues. They have issues, but yet when they speak of God, during their marriage, and this is what God has done or whatever, oh, let's get advice from them.
Yeah.
They look like they doing good, right? But yet, like you said, 6 months after that,
You got the
yeah, you like, oh, so these are the people that you wanted to get advice from? Not successful in their marriage,
right.
but this is who you want to get your advice from because they talk about God in their marriage. You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yeah.
Right.
So
right,
that means
right.
it got to be working,
Right.
but it's not. So, people got to be careful who they look after when it comes to who they seek advice from. I would
Wise counsel. You need to seek wise counsel.
But see, I also would prefer to get my counseling outside of church. Outside of church.
Well, because you want it to be whole. You don't want it just based on scripture.
Exactly. Because
you go
we
to
know
church, you
what
know
it
church.
says,
You know
Anita.
what scripture
we
says,
know
so-
what it says.
Yes.
We know. So I don't need to sit for 2 hours in front of someone to tell me something I already know. Now give me some practical advice, on what to do. And sometimes we get caught up and, but Poppy?
So let me give you a little flip on it. Do you think somebody that's had a bad relationship could give you advice on what not to do?
I think so. I think they can give their experience and what they've been through.
And they have to be honest what they did
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
And
They gotta own their- they gotta own their
And they be
part
like,
of it
this is
also.
what
They
I
can't
did
just
wrong.
say what everybody else
This is
did.
what I did wrong, and so don't do this because I think this cost my marriage or that. You know what I'm saying? People have to be honest.
And let me give this disclaimer for all of you critics that are listening. We do not have a podcast that's giving advice.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
This podcast is just giving an opinion in
Very
a
opinionated.
thought-provoking way.
Yes.
So I cannot, to anybody that's listening, give advice. That's why I basically mind my
My
business.
Yes.
Unless you include me in it and ask me what do I think.
Okay, so what do you think about when it comes down to your friends? So do you continue to mind your business when you know something that is detrimental to your friend and their life? So I believe when you see fire, you say fire. You give the people you care about, you love, or even a stranger, yo, danger. You know, you pre-warn people.
Right.
So what about when it comes down to your friends and loved ones? Do you get into their business?
Let me think about that. Sonia, what do you think?
You still
I gotta think about it.
You
Yeah.
still thinking?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I got you.
Wise counsel.
Wise
Wise counsel.
counsel.
So I have to think.
Right.
If I'm asked, I would give my advice, but I try to be neutral. You can't be one-sided when you're giving your advice because I'll give you an example. Let's say Anita asked me for advice. That's my girl, right? So I'm gonna give her advice, and I'm pro Anita. And yeah, and this, and then
And Anita's dead wrong.
and then Anita's dead wrong. But then they together, and now Anita's looking at me, or whoever she's with, looking at me like you should have mind your business because Anita was dead wrong.
Well, you
So
know,
then
I
what happens?
experienced something like that with a friend, and my friend is probably listening. I ain't gonna call your name, and please don't get upset. But I had an experience with a friend of mine. I heard something,
Right.
okay, and it had potential to be very detrimental to my friend and their relationship. So for me, I'm not into wreaking havoc in people's relationships. You know, either I'm gonna go to your partner and say, yo, I know what's going on. I'm gonna give you X amount of time to tell my girl over here. If you don't, then I'm gonna have to tell her. But I don't wanna be the one to hurt her. You better tell her because I know what's going on. That's the very least I can do.
Right.
Okay? Because I don't wanna wreak havoc. And then furthermore, it was hearsay for me. You know, it wasn't factual. It was hearsay. I didn't know if it was true, but what I knew was I got to keep a look. I'm going to look out for this thing to see if it gets worse or if I hear it again. Then I'm
Right.
going to have to warn my girlfriend because I'm not going to allow her to walk around looking crazy. It's happened to me where there was things going on in my world and in my life, and someone I was close to never shared with me. So the fact that they never shared with me what they knew when the stuff hit the fan, it was very crushing in my world and in my life. And the person that I felt was my friend, and like we was cool. We broke bread together. We traveled together. We did things together. I felt like you been my friend. Why you didn't tell me this?
Right.
Because some of my hurt right now could have been avoided. Had I known back then, it could have been avoided. So therefore, I'm not into wreaking havoc into people's lives, but I am for saying fire when I see fire. But it has to be factual. I'm never going to just give you information on hearsay. I gotta know for a fact
Right.
that, okay, this is really happening. And I don't want you to walk around looking crazy. What you do with the information is your business. I'm not telling you what to do with it, but this is what's happening. Pop, you about to say something crazy?
No, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know
I'm
that
thinking,
look on your face.
I mind my business. I thought about it.
You thought about it?
I'm gonna mind my business.
You're gonna mind your business.
I'm
You're not gonna
gonna
give
do-
your
I'm
friend a
not
heads
gonna-
up.
Nope.
Wow.
Fire. If
Wow.
you don't smell it and you don't see it,
Wow.
nah. I'm minding my business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't smell it or see it when you're in it.
Now I'm gonna
And when you do see it, like it's life threatening at that point. So you're gonna let me die, Pop?
I'm gonna
You
let
gonna let
you
me die in the fire for real?
Listen,
That's what you gonna do?
Wow.
You gonna let me die in the
Pop.
fire?
I'm going to.
I don't see the fire. I don't smell the fire because I'm in it.
I'll go to
And
buy-
when the fire finally breaks out, because there might be smoke or spark somewhere,
I was
and
taught.
that I can't see.
I was taught.
So you gonna let me die?
When family have their problems,
People,
this is what I was taught.
Pop is gonna let me die.
When I'm gonna bring a nice flowers to your funeral.
Wow.
Wow.
How
I'm gonna be there to
cold and
support you.
heartless.
No, I'm
that
gonna be
is cold and heartless
In
to me
other words,
because
I'm saying-
I would never do that to you.
Don't please do it.
Nope.
If
Nope.
you see me and my wife going through something,
I'm coming to you.
No.
I'm not going to your wife. I'm coming
no.
to you.
mine, I'm gonna tell you.
Mrs.
I'm gonna help
Poppy,
you out.
I'm
If you-
going to
if
Mr.
you-
Poppy, okay?
If you love us,
What?
mind your business.
Mind my business.
If you love us,
I'm not gonna let you die. Pop.
because one of us is gonna be mad at you at the end.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna
And
let you die.
always say
and
that.
if things go the way they usually go, both of them will be mad at you.
Wow.
Trying to save
Y'all
a life.
different. Y'all different.
No, not y'all.
Yeah, y'all different.
People are different.
Y'all different.
People are.
Y'all different. I don't know a
Different.
whole lot of people like you, Bob. I don't
You don't
know.
know.
I don't know a whole lot of people like you.
You know why? This is
'Cause
why
you're
I'm thinking.
different.
This is why I'm thinking
'Cause
you don't know
you're
a lot of
different.
people like me, Anita.
You're different.
Because you mind your business. Because if you didn't mind your business, you would know a lot of people like me. Did you think about that?
Say it again.
If you did not mind your business, you will find out a lot of people like me.
I do
because-
mind my business. I don't get caught up in people's business, but I cannot allow a loved one because it's happened to me,
Yes.
and it didn't feel good to me. I don't.
I think if
listen,
it-
if my girl, it would be a problem if one of my girlfriends knew something that's detrimental to my life, and you didn't give me a heads
Detrimental
up.
like what? You about to sleep with somebody with AIDS? Yeah,
Dude.
I won't mind my business.
Well,
Some other stuff, trust me, sweetie,
No.
you'll make it through it.
Nah, well, no, you're definitely gonna make it through
Okay,
it
so
because I
it
made
ain't,
it through
it ain't death. It ain't death.
It's happened to me, and I made it through it. But you know, some things could have been avoided had I known. Some
Or it
things could have been avoided.
or it could have been worse.
This is true, but at least I was knowledgeable. I wasn't in the dark. To me, and I'm speaking for Anita.
No,
Everybody might
Anita,
not
I
feel
don't
the
want you to
same,
speak for
but
anybody else.
Exactly. So I'm saying for Anita, it does not feel good to me that my friend knew something that has potential to crush me, and you didn't say nothing. You didn't give me a heads up. That to me is a problem because I could never sit back and watch knowing I'm breaking bread with you, we hanging out, we doing everything together, and I know something.
But
And
if
I
you're
don't
mutual
share.
friends,
And what?
if you're mutual friends, like if they friends with the person that gave the offense and
The
They're
offender.
friends
and
with
the-
you, right.
I'm going to the offender. If I'm a friend of the
if
offender.
you're a friend of both,
Yes, if
No.
I'm a
I'm
friend of
minding my
both,
business.
I'm going to the offender and say, yo, dude,
minding
or
my
yo,
business.
girl, my dude, whoever. I'm going to that person and saying, yo, I know this and it's not good, and you know I'm friends with both of y'all, so you need to do what you got to do.
let me go off subject for 1 second.
Oh, here we go.
With this hat on that you have on,
Oh,
you looking like you gangster. And the way you talking is changing your attitude. I want the hearts, Anita. But besides that, go back to the subject.
Minute.
No,
Wait a minute.
you're just talking like you.
What's
like
wrong with
she's
her hat?
No, she's just talking like she's gangster. If you offended me, you.
Yo,
but what her hat got to do
Yeah,
with
It's
it?
just like this. It just look like she's trying to be gangster. It's just
I'm not gangster.
like
Pop, I'm
like
not
a
gangster.
tough orange. You're like a tough orange right now.
Wait, I'm not gangster. Pop.
No, you are not gangster.
not,
You heart, your hearts, your hearts. Where's hearts, Anita? Hearts, Anita. Where's the hearts and love, Anita?
I got something to say, but I can't say it on air.
Thank God.
Yeah, expressive language. I
No,
got
but-
something to say to you, Pop. We'll say it off here.
I think I would be. Sometimes they say you kill a messenger.
Yeah.
That's why I would just mind my business.
Yeah, no.
would-
I gotta give a
I
heads up.
can't
Depending
Can't
on
do
what
it.
it is. Depending on
keep-
what it is,
I
I gotta
look
give a
left.
heads up.
If it's on the right hand side, I'm looking left and I'm walking left and I'm walking as far as I can. Sonia,
Pop.
do you mind your business,
Oh,
Uh,
I think
or
you
do you?
I do.
Yes, she does.
However, if it has anything to do with people such as Anita, no, I'm not.
So me, you gonna mind your business?
No, because you already made it clear.
No,
you want me to mind.
no,
You
no,
said
no,
you
no,
want me to mind my business.
No.
I'm
You
not gonna
said-
tell you what I know, Pop.
But
Huh?
no, you just
Please
said
don't- please don't.
excuse me. You just said you want us to mind our business
Yeah.
when it comes to you don't want to know. So why would I? Okay, so
I think Sonia's like that with people she loves and care about, her friends and families that she loves and care about, because this instance that I was talking about, I shared with her. And she said, I have to tell it, Anita. And I said, if that's what you feel like you need to do that. Because to me, I felt like it was wreaking havoc in a relationship off of something that I wasn't sure about. I didn't know. It was hearsay. But she said to me, she says, I cannot walk around knowing this and not give a heads up. So I'm gonna have to say something. And she said, and I'm gonna have to tell them where I got it from. I didn't care if she told it that it came from me, but that was something that I wasn't willing to go and share, and she shared.
now had Anita said, you know, I don't want that person to know that it's me, then I can always admit who told me. I could do that. But the person I felt that needed to know this, I hold close to my heart. And this is the bottom line, Pop. Okay.
Give me the bottom line.
Regardless of what the outcome is, rather, you know, that person end up hating me, their significant other, whoever it is, I don't care. I wouldn't care because I did what I did from the heart, trying to help.
It
trying
wasn't
to
a malicious
protect.
intent.
Right. Some people do
It was
things
not with
because,
malicious intent.
yeah,
That
no.
can't-
But
Here we go.
after I
look at that
spoke,
look, Sonia. Look at that look.
yeah.
You ain't paying attention?
No.
Okay. Keep going.
That's what she does.
Pay him no mind.
No
See?
more. Okay.
Because I'm not the one. You are. You're the one. she gonna
Exactly. He told me mind my business.
Yeah.
So
go. You would let me.
the
fall.
thing about
Yeah,
you
you
just
gonna burn
said,
in the fire.
No, you would
just
do right
said-
regardless. You would
you
do
ju-
right regardless,
you just
right?
said, Poppy,
You would do-
I will kill for you, Poppy.
Yo, please stop it. Please stop it.
Pop, you going down with the shit.
No, I don't want you to tell me.
I know. You going down with
We
the shit.
even had a situation, Anita, some years ago, and you mind your business. You did
I
not,
do mind
you
my
did
business.
not. You did not bring it to me, because when I found out, I broke out in all type of hell, and you mind your business. So I didn't want to tell you that you kind of contradict yourself,
Listen.
but you contradict yourself. My
No,
voice is
I don't
changing.
think I don't think I'm contradicting myself. I said
You-
I share.
You knew something that was going on with me.
Okay.
That was going on. That was a fact. You knew it was going to drive me. Well, you said death. Oh, so I'll use death. And you did not share it with me. You mind your business, Anita.
I do mind my business.
No,
I don't-
you do. But I'm saying you did. So
I'm just
all
trying
that
to
gangster
remember. I don't
Anita,
remember.
all that gangster
Here we
Anita
go.
that was just
You
going
calling me
on-
gangster? I never said I was gangster.
I know. All that Anita,
I think it depends on the relationship with the person.
Hey.
For me,
No.
our
for me.
relationship.
No,
for
me
me,
and Pop
for
always.
me, for me,
Our
for me.
relationship. Our relationship is
I'm
good.
not talking about you and Anita. I'm
Our
talking about for me. Okay.
She was speaking, Anita was speaking for herself. Anita was speaking for herself. So I'm gonna speak to Anita. That's what she said. She said, I'm gonna speak for myself. And I said, go ahead, speak for yourself, Anita. And after she speak for herself.
Truth is, you gotta see Poppy.
And after she said she gonna speak for herself. I let her go. Cause I said, I'm gonna wait and then I'm gonna mention
But
it.
Pop, I think it depends on the relationship you have. Because this person that we're talking about, we went way back. And it's understood.
Did we
that-
go way back with that person?
Pop,
We went way back. We went way
He
back.
spoke. He spoke. Okay. Pop.
No. It's silence in here, guys.
There's no silence.
Is it? Here's the question though.
Uh-oh.
What's
The engineer talking
the
again?
engineer's talking? Here's the question
You
though.
keep letting them out the room.
They let me talk. I'm so happy. Listen, is it worth the damage though? Because what I'm saying is like I think Pop had alluded to it. Somebody gonna be pissed off. Like it's either. So in other words, if Pop knows something damaging that somebody's doing to Anita, and Pop steps in, well, what if Anita and that person get back cool again? And like you said, they both hate Pop now, or that person hates Pop. So I think I need to touch on
I'd
that.
rather
And,
go to the person before I go to Anita. I'll go to
That's
the.
what she
That's what I
said.
said.
And-
That's going
She
to the
said.
person.
and secondly,
I don't believe
say-
in wreaking havoc in people's relationships. If it's a relationship type thing, I don't believe in wreaking havoc in people's relationships. So therefore, I'm not that one. If I see something, I'm not running to say it was the dude. But no, let me put on a female because we always talk about men. If I see a female doing something, say it was Mrs. Poppy, okay? If I see her acting crazy, and you know I'm close to both of y'all. If I see her acting crazy, I'm going to her first before I come to you. Because I have a relationship with her. And I don't want to wreak havoc between the two of you. Because whatever's going down is a strong possibility that it could happen that way. So I'm not going to be the one to do it. No, you tell them. I'm not, what?
And
How
if
you
she
doing?
don't,
And if she
That's your
don't,
business.
then you mind your business.
Yeah, she did what she had to do. So then that's it. Hands off. Back up.
because I'm
But
going
before
back to
it-
her.
before
But I'm
it was
going back
said-
to her. If
But
she
before
don't,
she was saying she
What?
would
what?
go to the person.
I have done that too. But I'm
And that's the
saying,
part I
I'm
disagree with.
saying when I've gone directly to the person and told them is because I knew for a fact this was happening. I did not have a relationship with the other person.
So what about, let's get off a relationship
Okay.
with like boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife.
Okay.
Children, because some people, you cannot say anything to them about their children, and they will turn on you. Sometimes, I know I say this, I said it in my head a lot, I know nobody heard me say it.
You talk to
If they
yourself
child,
like that?
of course,
Okay,
good
good.
therapy. If they, if a child slipped and fall in front of me, I say, "Excuse me, young man or young lady." I step across them and keep walking. I mind my business because people are funny when it comes to their children.
That's true.
You tell them their children are doing something factual or whatever, they're gonna remind you that your child ain't perfect. And why are you saying something to them? So I, once again, mind my business.
No.
That's
If I,
smart.
No.
listen,
No, Pop. No,
if I have a
disagree with
relationship
that.
with that child, I'm going to the child myself. If I don't have our kids call each other auntie, uncle, and all of that. If I don't have that type of relationship with this child, if I know your mom or your dad, I'm gonna say something to you. I'm gonna say something to the child. I may not necessarily go directly to the parent right away. But if I see ongoing stuff going on with it, no, you need to know that your child.
And then they give
Watch
you
your
that.
child. I may not even tell what it is. Watch your child. Something's going on. I may not tell you what it is. But
Come
I
over
feel
here.
like you
Can
need
you
to
come
give
over
a
here
heads up.
because people over here acting like their child ain't running around.
But
Let's
see,
sit over here.
but see, that response I think is dumb. Because if we have a relationship, you should know I'm not trying to cause you or your child any harm.
No.
So if I'm coming to you, if we all have a relationship, go way back, we do anything for each other, we practically raise each other's children, and I come to you and I said, listen, Anita, okay, I'm hearing stuff, I'm not sure what's going on, but
Just
you
keep
need
an
to
eye
know
out.
this,
Yeah.
And Anita will be wise enough to be like, okay, I'll watch. I'm not gonna go run back and tell my
'Cause I
child
hold stuff.
Auntie Sonia said whatever.
Because you're wise.
I hold stuff.
But the
for a long time.
thing about it is that I think that's a dumb response. Oh, so you tell me something about my kid. You try to be helpful and protect my child. I'm gonna say, oh, well, your child never done anything.
Before
No, but I think,
analyze that,
wait. But I think it depends on your relationship with that person. If you don't have that kind of relationship,
You
I
think-
get that
You
point.
think sometimes you think you have a type of relationship with somebody that you really don't. You're walking around
Well,
with
then
this.
you'll learn it at that point. But
No.
I won't. I cannot see danger and not say danger.
And I'm gonna-
Because if something happens to that
And
child,
you
to that
knew?
male, that female, whatever,
And
be it
you
in a
knew?
relationship or being with your kid, if I knew about it and I could have said something to try and save it, I'm gonna really feel bad about it. You know, but I'm not one. I hold stuff. If I ask you
I've-
about it, I know something.
I've had people in my life, as a matter of fact, 2 people sitting at this table right now, pulled my coat on something. And I'm like, and I appreciated it. So I watched. I watched as well as prayed about it. And eventually it came forth, right?
Yes.
So then I was able to deal with it. But rather than that, I would have been blind. My child would have been. Let me tell y'all something. I dealt with a situation.
Appreciate your emotion right now. This one time.
No, this is
No, I'm
this
serious.
is real talk because I dealt with a situation where my child was caught up in something bad. And I watched my child's personality and behavior change, but did not know what it was. Do you understand what I'm saying? When it was revealed to me through the Holy Spirit, I'm going to tell you what it is. I had to search for help,
Right.
okay? And I had someone that I can call. That person could have said to me, I'm out of my business, I'm staying out of it.
No, that's different.
No, but you gotta
That's
No,
different.
but you gotta understand, Pop. It doesn't matter. Rather they coming to you with something. And the thing about it is that there was an adult that I trusted with my child from day one that knew, Pop, what was going on and never said a word to me about it. Never said a word. That could have been my child's life. And I have someone at this table that came to my child's rescue and saw my child in distress. And the person, the adult who's supposed to be my friend, knew about what was going on and never said anything to me. I could have lost my child in this situation. And the person at this table, I had to call, oh my God, please go get my child. I had to have 2 of my friends drive me to where my child was because I was just stuck.
Yeah.
But yet, I had a quote unquote good friend that knew Anita what was going on and never said, hey, I don't know what's going on or whatever, but I'm going to pull your coat. You need to watch this. These people that she's hanging around, they're into some crazy stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And then I would have been able to watch it. But because I was blind, God had to step in and open my eyes to something. So I have to wholeheartedly disagree with you with that. Because I've been in there. And I was like, wow. You was just gonna let my daughter stay in that mess and die? And not say anything to me? I would have never done that to your child. I would have never done that to you. Never. I'm done.
She's done, Pop.
Because you're so emotional about it, it's hard to disagree with you, but I still disagree with you.
That's all.
Hindsight,
That's,
let
go ahead.
I let you say your piece because it's hindsight now. And plus you knew something that was going on. You already seen it, you just didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know how bad
Right,
or what
right.
it was.
But you did recognize that something was going
Her
on.
behavior was off.
Right. But that's hindsight that it turned out to be. If that person would have came to you, we're doing ifs because we already know the results. If that person would have came to you and told you, watch your child, and it was nothing going on, that had nothing to do with your child, how the response would have been toward the person that you knew?
Wait, ask me that again? What? If that person...
I get this a lot.
Told
I
me-
get this a lot because you wasn't listening to me from the beginning.
No, I
of my
was
system.
listening to you. I just didn't get you, so you just have to start
Okay.
all over again.
Okay. Okay. If that person, let me just say it short. If that person would have came to you
Right.
that you knew and it was nothing going on, and they made accusations that your child was involved in something.
It's not
that,
accusations. It's something that they were aware of. They knew about it. What was happening, and they said nothing. So this is not a hearsay situation or gossip. They knew what was happening, and they said nothing, Pop. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Something like that, come on. I totally disagree with you on that. That person, so you are in the vein that person should have minded their business.
To a certain
Yo,
extent, yes.
No, that's crazy. Well, how would you feel about it? Because my daughter is your goddaughter. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So how
You're
would you?
You're gonna take hypothetical and make it personal now.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No, because
So
I'm trying.
let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there.
We're gonna go there, right? How? Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm gonna stop you because there's no need for you to go. There's no need for you
Why?
to go.
Why,
Because you
Pop?
said goddaughter.
Right.
That makes family.
Right.
We're not talking about friends then.
It's still getting into
You
one's
said-
business.
we said
so we're gonna
friends.
separate friends and family.
That's what we talking about. I can't mind my business and family. I'm gonna see my daughter doing something and say I'm minding my business. No, I'm gonna get it involved. I'm talking about as far as friends. That's what have we been talking about friends?
I know. I was talking
It's
about
been
across
it's
the
been
board.
general.
It's in general.
In general, I didn't think it was
So
just
if
absolute
somebody's
to friends.
my goddaughter, why wouldn't I say something about my goddaughter?
Okay.
Not somebody that I'm saying is family. Didn't we go through some type of ceremony
But we're not talking about.
that caused me to be a godfather?
Yes, we did,
Huh?
Pop. Yes, we did.
So-
Yes, we did. And you a good godfather, Pop.
You make it.
Listen.
I'm pissed. I can't close out nothing. I'm pissed.
I tug on that heartstring.
No, I
Two
don't like
things I
that.
tugged on the heartstring.
Truth is podcast audience. This is the one rare occasion where they can't even close it outright because their opinions and the temperament is so high in the room. So I am going to close it out tonight. Please leave your comment on the YouTube wall. Truth is 1311@gmail.com. Hit us up. You know, again, live episode coming soon. Thank y'all very, very much. Talk to you soon.